Hey guys, what is going on? NFL Week 13 Power Ranking. Let's just get into this. So coming in at number 32, I have the Detroit Lions. I'm not really going to talk about this because I don't need an explanation here. Coming in at number 31, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they lost versus the Falcons this past weekend, and Trevor Lawrence really continues to not impress. I mean, he's not playing terrible for the situation he's in, but he's not really playing impressive. At number 30, I have the Houston Texans. So they lost this weekend to the Jets. But the thing is, Tyrod Taylor did look like the best quarterback on the field in that game. At number 29, I have the New York Jets. So it wasn't a pretty win for them, but they got the win versus the Texans. At number 28, I have the Seattle Seahawks. And it feels so weird to have the Seahawks this low. I mean, at number 28, that's crazy. But they are just not a good team this season. They are really struggling. And I feel like a lot of changes are going to happen this offseason in Seattle. At number 27, I have the Chicago Bears. So they got one of the least impressive wins, or maybe one of the ugliest wins this season versus the Lions. But a win is a win, right? I mean, it was ugly though. At number 26, I have the New York Giants. So a nice defensive performance for them in their win versus the Eagles. They picked off Jalen Hurts 3 times in this game. I have a typo right here in my document, and I wrote they picked off Jalen Hurts 32 times. Oops. That would be crazy. All right, at number 25, I have the Carolina Panthers. So what happened to Cam? What happened to Carolina Cam? He completed 5 of 21 passes and threw 2 interceptions in their loss versus the Dolphins. I need MVP Cam to come back. At number 24, I have the Atlanta Falcons. So a much needed win for them versus the Jaguars. This offense finally scored a touchdown again because, they went 2 games in a row without scoring a single touchdown. At number 23, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. So what happened to this Eagles offense? I thought this Eagles offense was looking so good throughout the past few weeks. They started running the ball and it was working, but they turned the ball over 4 times versus the Giants this past weekend and lost that game. At number 22, I have the New Orleans Saints. So the Saints are playing bad football right now on both sides of the ball. They got crushed by the Bills on Thursday night. At number 21, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. So a really embarrassing loss for them versus the Bengals. Cincinnati scored 41 points against them. At number 20, I have the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are hot right now. The Dolphins are very hot right now. They have won 4 games in a row. Tua played outstanding in the win versus the Panthers, and this defense has been balling out throughout this win streak. At number 19, I have the Cleveland Browns. So I gotta be honest, I feel bad for the Browns. I feel bad for Baker Mayfield because it's clear that he's very banged up and, it's really impacting his play. You can tell it's impacting his play and that he's not feeling great. They are not going to be able to, make a playoff run with their quarterback one clearly not being close to 100% at all. At number 18, I have the Minnesota Vikings. So they lost to the 49ers. This wasn't a terrible loss at all. I mean, it was a competitive game, but this loss puts them under 500. At number 17, I have the Washington football team. This team is another team that is really heating up and is really, putting together a little win streak right now. Heineke has put together a few really nice games in a row, and this defense is finally playing like the defense we saw last season and should have seen this whole season. At number 16, I have the Denver Broncos, so a very big win for them versus a rival in the Chargers. Teddy had a solid game. He didn't turn the ball over. He had a high completion percentage, and, he did what he needed to do to put this team in a position to win this game. At number 15, I have the Las Vegas Raiders. So what a big win for them on Thanksgiving versus the Cowboys. This Raiders offense is finally looking like it's back on track. At number 14, I have the Los Angeles Chargers. Tier. Justin Herbert kind of choked this game away versus the Broncos, unfortunately. You guys know I love Herbie, but he did throw a bad interception at the end of this game or in the fourth quarter of this game. The run game is a huge issue for the Chargers. On defense, they cannot stop opposing teams' running backs, and on offense, the Chargers do not have a consistent run game. At number 13, I have the Indianapolis Colts. So they were in a position to win versus the Bucs, but they just collapsed in the second half of this game. After a great first half, Carson Wentz started turning the ball over, and it was all downhill from there. At number 12, I have the San Francisco 49ers. Another win for the 49ers, so that makes it 3 wins in a row for San Francisco. This was an impressive one, though, versus the Vikings, who were coming off a win versus the Green Bay Packers the week before. San Francisco is another team that's got some momentum right now. At number 11, I have the Los Angeles Rams. So this is a team with absolutely no momentum right now. They might have negative momentum. I mean, this team is just spiraling. They are ice cold. They cannot get a win. They cannot do anything to get a win, it seems. They play the Jaguars next week, and they really have to win this game and just figure everything out that has been going wrong in this game versus the Jaguars. At number 10, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals offense is back to playing amazing. They scored 41 points versus the Steelers in their big win this weekend. This team, it looks like it has its swagger back. At number 9, I have the Buffalo Bills. Big bounce back win for them versus the Saints. Offense looked like it was clicking again. Josh Allen, he had 4 touchdowns in this game. At number 8, I have the Tennessee Titans. So they lost to the Patriots this weekend. But the thing is, the Titans just need to get kind of healthy. Just kind of healthy. I mean, they've had the worst injury luck this season. Both A.J. Brown and Julio Jones were out this game. And they just need like one of those guys healthy to play better. Like I feel like it's not even asking that much to have one of your top 2 wide receivers healthy. Once one of those guys gets healthy, I think it's really going to help out this team. But Tennessee's had just the worst injury luck this season. At number 7, I have the Dallas Cowboys. This is another team that needs its wide receiver core to get healthy. Missing both Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb had a huge impact on this offense in their loss versus the Raiders. But I think this team will play better once both those guys get back because they're just huge game changers. Both those guys could be number 1 wide receivers on almost any team in the league. At number 6, I have the Baltimore Ravens. Was this a pretty win? Was this a pretty win for the Ravens? No, absolutely not. But the thing is, they won. And the Ravens are able to win those games that aren't really pretty. And they have a really good record right now. They're 8-3. A lot of their wins haven't been pretty, but they get the job done, and that's what matters. At number 5, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They were on a bye this week. I hate to move them down when they were on a bye, but a lot of other teams had really big wins this week, so I had to move them up. But Kansas City can easily move back into the top 3. At number 4, I have the New England Patriots. This is the hottest team in the NFL right now. They are on a 6-game win streak and had a really dominant win versus the Titans this past week, and like a really dominant win. And remember how good the Titans had been playing despite, the bad injury luck, but the Patriots are rolling right now. At number 3, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They went down early versus the Colts, but they were able to come back and win. This was definitely not a great game for Brady, but the defense was able to step up and force Wentz to turn the ball over and really just seal this game for the Bucs. At number 2, I have the Green Bay Packers, and this was a statement win for the Packers versus the Rams. The game wasn't even really close after halftime. The score makes it seem closer than it was, but it was really all Packers after the half. Rodgers, he played way better than Stafford in this game. At number 1, still, I have the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, they were on a bye, but they're still number 1 because they have the best record in the NFL, and this has been the most consistent team in the league this season. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you drop a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know who your top 3 teams are in the NFL right now, and subscribe, guys. Peace.